This is an excerpt from The Defiant by Shalom Yoran. The year is 1942 in Poland. He's a young Jewish boy at this point who found a job working at the town's city hall running errands. Spring came and turned into summer. The German morale improved with some victories on the Eastern Front, especially those approaching Stalingrad. Our hopes that the Soviets would come and save us dissipated. One day, as I stood at my usual post in the corridor of the town hall, a truck brought a number of SS to town. The officers of this elite Nazi fighting force entered the building and went into the mayor's office. A few minutes later, the mayor rushed out of his room, pointed right at me. I was petrified, certain that the Germans were about to take me because someone had told them our plan. Then the mayor spoke to me. Go to the neighboring village with the SS as their interpreter. In an instant, I was in the truck with the SS soldiers, moving towards the next village. I sat there silently looking at the murderers, well-fed, jolly, rosy-cheeked, each armed with a machine pistol, a pistol on his belt, and a whip in hand. Suddenly the truck stopped, and I was told to get down and sit by the driver to direct the way. I didn't know my way around the villages, but I knew I had better do something quickly or else I would arouse suspicion. I picked up the map by the driver's seat, found my bearings, and began to direct the driver. After a few wrong turns, we arrived at the village. I went from house to house with the SS. They demanded horses and carts, butter, cream, eggs, lard, and other provisions. With my limited knowledge of the German language, I translated what I thought was being said. Every peasant who wasn't quick enough in obeying orders was lashed with a whip. I had never seen the Belarusian or Polish farmers so subdued and submissive, terrified of angering the Nazis. I didn't pity them a bit. These were the kind of villagers who continuously terrorized and robbed the Jews. Now it was their turn to see this side of the Germans, with whom they had been cooperating. The spread that was laid before the SS included food that I hadn't seen in a long time. I ate slowly, trying to disguise how hungry I was for such delicacies. During the conversation at the table, one officer described the intense pleasure he got from beating people until they bled. Another officer expressed his revulsion, whereupon the first one said, "You've probably never experienced what I'm talking about. Try it and see it for yourself." I sat listening and realized I was actually staring into the darkest depths of human nature. The scariest thing was that he was exposing not only his own personal capacity for pure evil, but that of most of the Nazis. When we got back to the town, we saw a Jew with a yellow patch on the street. One of the SS expressed surprise that there were Jews still around. He was sure that they had all been disposed of. I dreaded to think of what would happen to me had they suspected that here was a Jew sitting among them. They let me off at the town hall. I rushed to tell the mayor that I had returned, and asked him to try not to send me on such missions again.